Today we're going to have a look at these. An almost complete set of PIFCO Tutti Fruiti lights. Now, PIFCO Tutti Fruiti lights are an odd set of lights. Pretty much comprises of one shade from each of their lights. Don't know if it was based on how popular the shades were. Now, I had a set of these. Again, they weren't a full complete set. There were two shades missing. I was able to replace one that almost matched, and then I added an icicle light. Now, at the same time, a set of PIFCO Cinderella lights showed up, and I really wanted a set of those. So I sold the Tutti Fruiti lights to help pay for it because they were holding good money at the time. So I sold them to get a set of Cinderella lights on the cheap, which I managed to get. Now, this set was interesting. I didn't actually buy this as a complete set of lights. I bought the shades. I think it was a complete set. There may have been one shade missing, but they are almost complete. Now, Tutti Fruiti lights comprised of one shade of each of the following sets. You had, let's go and open these up so you can see. You had a pink Optima shade, which is the fibre optic light, which has the fibre optics coming from each side. Then you had a red mini lantern, an orange Santa light. You had a red Wonder light, but I think I've replaced the Wonder light with one of these snowballs that we showed on a previous video recently, mainly because the Wonder light shades are very, very small and not that spectacular. Then you had a crystal bell, and it had a blue bulb in it. Holly light. I don't have a holly light on here. I think I've replaced the holly light with this because it makes a nicer pattern. Again, this isn't a PIFCO shade, this is just one of my fluted trumpet shades. A woodland lantern. This one has like a this really does look like a lighthouse Fresnel lens. Got a big reflector on there. Pastel light. Now, this normally comes with an orange bulb, but I changed it for a clear bulb. A rainbow light. This has a clear bulb in it, as it would have come from the factory. There would have been a dual light in green, but I've changed it for one of these diamond shades. Yellow vintage lantern. Quite a complicated piece of plastic there. So you had one of these. Now, I'm not sure if it came with a yellow bulb, but I've put an orange bulb in it to give it a bit more pop. Come with a red sparkle light, an orange snow lantern, red Victorian lantern, a crystal light with a blue bulb, a green crystal star, a red mini bell, a pink Cinderella lantern. There would have been a Merry light in green as well, but I've replaced it with a blue icicle light, mainly because there was enough green lights on this set already. Crystal chandelier with, let's have a look, with the fuse bulb inside, a white fuse bulb. Again, it's a little bit of a hodgepodge, but it's mainly there. Pictures on screen of how the lights should look complete, but this is my own custom set. Again, all I bought was the shades, and I think it was fairly complete. I got a lot of the main big components. I bought the shades on their own for £22, which seems a lot for just a set of shades, but when you consider that one of these Cinderella shades goes for about minimum £15 on its own plus postage these days, and this one is in great condition. It's got all of its wheels, so this isn't the correct set of lights for these. As you can see, the bulbs keep the shades keep coming off. Now, on a genuine set of PIFCO Tutti Frutti lights, the string itself is bespoke to Tutti Frutti lights, because I think it's the Cinderella shade, the Crystal Bell and the Crystal Light, they have different shaped bulb holders. I wish I had a picture to show you, but the string itself, the string is set out in such a way that particular shades go in particular positions on the string. Let's get them lit up. These go out every year because I like these lights that much. There you go. They work. And there's a bulb out. Of course there is. There's always a bulb out. Come on, you're gonna work. Right, that blue one isn't gonna work for us today. Have I got a blue bulb on standby? No. Oh well. But that's what they look like lit up. Ignore the blown one. So you got this snowball. You got the lantern. Got this diamond light. Sparkle light. That makes a really good refraction. Get it just right, you can see what's making it. It's those little diamonds in the middle. There you go. A bit of a lens flare for you. Very complicated set of lights these, or very complicated design. There's your star. Don't think I've ever seen a set of these. I might have a picture of them in the archive. These are the ones that we've been trying to make on the 3D printer, or we've made a 3D printing file for it. There's your crystal shade, a very wonky crystal shade. There's your two lanterns. That one's got, you see the point that makes. Not much more refraction on it, which is unusual, but you still get a lot of light coming through that lens. The Cinderella shade, which is coming up again. Mini bell. Previous video, they were integral shades. These are separate shades. There's your pastel light. Now, I don't know what everybody's opinion is on the Optima lights. I don't think much of them. You've got a pink shade which no light comes through because it's painted silver on the inside, and then the light is supposed to come through these fibers, but just barely comes through. I think they're a really underwhelming set of lights. There's an icicle light. We'll do videos on icicle lights down the line. Crystal bell. Rainbow light. These are all separate pieces. It might come apart, but I'm not going to take that apart. I've already messed up the other shade. And there's your crystal chandelier. Starting to come around to these. I wouldn't mind a set of these. Great refraction, probably the best refraction on all of the lights. But yeah, there you go, there's my custom set of Tutti Frutti lights. They're the way I want them. I still may tweak them yet. Mainly the smaller shades. Oh, this Cinderella shade. No, you do one, will you? Right. Another problem with the Optima and Fantasy lights is this. They shed their strands, something chronic. Didn't mess around with them too much, but Look at that.